Today, I'm going to show you the strongest Rangers team in Merge Tactics. We all know that 2 Rangers is very effective, so why not just add 2 more and make that 4? Let's get the Skeleton King here since we have the Echo Bench just to farm a bit of Elixir. And we're basically going to sack this first round just to get that extra 5 Elixir from the Skeleton King plus a Merge, so that we can get some Elixir and start farming and buy those Rangers because they're going to come very expensive at a later time. And by the way, this is going to be more of a commentary focused video, just letting you guys know that ahead of time because let's get that archer and let's just keep buying cheap. I just want to guarantee that we get an infinite cycle at least in this current round. Make sure that we get elixir, but essentially I think I'll probably just keep this right now. Just probably echo bench the princess. Princess is an expensive card either way, so eco is going to be good. Our comp is going to be pretty good as well. 2-star barb, 2-star archer. But I basically said that I would only do this for 10K subscriber milestone. So I did 2 of these videos in the past for 10,000 and 20,000. If you guys haven't watched those in the past, but yeah, I felt like there was a pretty significant part of, I guess, my life, motivation, content, whatever you want to call it, that's been arising recently. So I felt like I didn't really want to wait for that. Anyways, sell the prince there. I kind of want to keep the princess for as much as I can, but yeah, I just gotta sell it. We run out of elixir, and we run out of elixir again. I probably would have sell the barb, try to force. Unfortunately, we don't get anything. But yeah, just a heads up, if you're not into that kind of stuff, there would be a lot more commentary. We're still gonna talk about this comp, of course, and the Rangers. The Rangers are one of the strongest synergies in the entire game for damage, especially probably the strongest, if not one of the strongest. So definitely a comp worth picking up and adding to your toolkit. But we are unfortunately going to lose here. I had to basically sack that round just for the sake of our economy up next. But basically, just to start things off, if you guys have not noticed, in my most recent videos in this last week, I've basically said that I've recorded all of my videos hours before the upload time. So I upload at 9 a.m. for me, EST, because that's where I live. I live in Atlanta, so that's EST. And that's when I upload, but I've been recording at about a few hours before then. So I've basically been recording last minute, and this started sort of gradually a week ago. I started up a new anime. I'm trying to get into anime. I've mentioned that a lot, but I've heard it's good. A lot of people watch it. I feel left out, so I'm trying to pick that up. And so I started watching an anime, and I just had so much fun that I kind of lost track of time. And basically my video kind of got pushed off until the very last minute. And if you know me in the past, I've always recorded my videos way ahead. Like I've recorded it like a day in advance because I was very eager to record. Like if you know me, I genuinely love playing Merge Tactics. It's not a game I just do, for content or whatever. Like it's a game I genuinely just love playing. And that's why I did it early. That's why I recorded all my videos early because I was just eager to play. And I didn't do it last minute because it didn't feel like a chore. But if you guys can sort of see where I'm going with this, the reason I've been recording these videos late is not just some coincidence. It's because I just haven't been enjoying the game. Last season and the season before, first 2 seasons, I loved playing the game. I genuinely didn't even see this as like, look, whether you want to see it as a job or not, it is a job. It's sort of like a part-time job for me, income-wise. So it's something I do to stay a bit more stable financially as well. But in the first 2 seasons, I didn't see this as a job or a part-time job, whatever you want to call it, whatsoever, because I just genuinely loved playing the game, and the content it wasn't a byproduct. Like I love making content, but it didn't feel like a job because the game was just so fun, and I was like, oh, I get to play a game I love and make content, something I do to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And so I would just love grinding the game, not even just when I would record videos. I would genuinely just play, grind up the ranks, have so much fun. But this season, for a lot of reasons I'm sure a lot of you guys can resonate with, I just haven't been having fun at all. And this is sort of what partially made me create this video. There are a lot of reasons, but a big part of that is JCE, he quit Merge Tactics because of the same reason. He just was not enjoying the game. And JC, if you guys do not know, he's an OG Merge creator as well. He started making content at about the same time I did. I started on TikTok, though. He started on YouTube. So we started making content at a similar time. I'm pretty sure he had a lot of passion for the game, but just this last season, I'm sure, as a lot of you guys can resonate with, was just not it because, look, there's a lot of problems. Like, I'm not going to go through all the problems. I'm just going to explain very briefly because I've made a completely separate video about this in the past. Also, we have like everything, so it's not really much to comment on this. We have all max cards, just the skeleton dragons, which my opponent has right now. But yeah, of course, the balancing of the game um, has been pretty bad with the Elixir Loong. Um, just over the Spirit Empress, the Loong obviously very RNG based, RNG dependent ruler, and of course, I feel like it's human nature for people to want to earn things and feel proud of what they achieve. Whereas this season, the Loong very luck based, whatever. I'm not going to get into that with too many details, but I just haven't been having fun. I've not been playing the game at all on the side. If you guys have sort of noticed secondhand through my rank is very low this season. I pushed top 1 like maybe 4 or 5 times last season, and I've only hit a top 100 like twice this season, and that wasn't even from a purposeful grind. It was literally just through like streaming the game, because that's a duty, right? Just streaming the game. I like streaming, by the way. Just I'm not trying to say I don't love what I do. I'm very blessed in this current situation that I have. I love like interacting with you guys. I just don't like the game right now. The game is just not fun. And so the last week or two has just felt like kind of a chore. It hasn't felt like a blessing for me. Okay, maybe blessing's not the right word. I'm very blessed to be in the situation I am in. Look, middle school me wouldn't have even dreamed. Middle school me to kill to be in this situation. Would kill to be in this situation. But, anyways, I think well, honestly, we might just lose this because I can't really block him. Our cards. He has 7 cards. Like it's a Loong player. He has an additional card. All 3 stars. We're probably gonna lose this game. So I mean, I guess it's probably gonna be fine. Our princess is kind of going crazy. She's getting some splash, but the witch is like a really good counter, by the way. If you're facing rangers, definitely would use her. And again, I'm not trying to be discouraging or anything. Say that I'm not trying to make this overly negative. Let's just go for that barb. And this is actually really good. I thought I'd make it for this video because, I mean, this video is more of like a fun video for rangers, right? More of a fun concept. So I thought I'd kind of do this idea for that. But I think we might be able to win against this guy. He's a hopefully, if our Valk gets some good value. Yeah, our Valk gets a lot of splash and the 1-punch as well. His P.E.K.K.A. kind of wasted on the barb, so we might be able to survive with that clan boost as well. I'll probably go for the Dark Goblin here. Just try to farm, of course, with the Spirit Empress. But yeah, I've just sort of felt like it's been more of a chore recently. I guess to record because, like, again, I didn't even feel like a job in the past. It felt like I was having so much fun, you know, as I mentioned, but now it's sort of like, well, I'm not sure if you guys have this with school, but for me, I'm a procrastinator for sure. And especially when I'm just not passionate about like an assignment, like for a project or a math assignment that I just don't give a crap about, I do it last minute because like I just don't want to do it. I'm pushing it off as much as I possibly can because I just would rather be doing anything else in the world with my time but that math project. And so that's kind of what makes me to do it. That's kind of what makes me do it last second. I think I'll maybe just sit one more round out, get the 4 goblin, and then we could just probably go crazy. But that's sort of my thinking behind procrastination in terms of school, and that's what I've kind of realized has kind of happened with content in the last week of my life. I've pushed it back because it's something I didn't want to do, and what ultimately drove me to make this video is today. Before recording this, I was gonna make this a normal video, right? Just talking about Rangers, the game, as I normally do, and I was just sitting there at my desk. Just staring into my screen, right, with sort of empty eyes is how I would describe it. And I was, in my mind, I was like, wow, I really just don't want to make this video. I want to be doing something else. And that's kind of what made me just be like, wow, I really need to talk about this because this is a serious issue. So here, let's just buy cheap, of course, just keep on cycling. Maybe if we can get like a barb, that would be really nice. Or a 3-star knight, excuse me. We could probably go for the Dark Goblin now. And then, yeah, upgrade that Dart as well. Hopefully we get something nice. We get the Skeleton Dragons. That's not, like, that's not very nice. But, like, I guess we'll sort of take it for now. Yeah, try to replace with the Baby Dragon. Fortunately, we're up against a dead guy, though. So it's not going to be too terrible. We could probably go for the... I guess we could just go for the Princess next. Try to go for the Archer from that point on. And we actually guarantee the top 2. So that's actually very good. He also has Rangers, though. So that's kind of a problem. I'll kind of do something like this. Let's do this. I kind of want a 3-star. Let's go for the Dart, sell the Prince, and we just need the Archer. So this is actually really perfect. Sorry, I kind of just lost my train of thought, so I'm trying to pick that back up here. Let's buy him, and then I think I'll probably replace the machine. I doubt he has a Skeleton King. But yeah, I really did not want to record, I guess. And that's what drove me to make this video because I don't... Look, this is the first time, I guess, I've met adversary. I don't know if that's the right term, but basically since the beginning of my YouTube career, I was blessed to have my first video blow up, right? So the first, usually when people make YouTube videos, it's like, oh, the first video does worse, and then they, they kind of build up. But for me, it's the opposite. So I've never dealt with like, I've never, I guess, had that much like struggle with that sort of thing, being like motivation. And my motivation is not because of the numbers. Let me make that clear. Yeah, the views on my channel have definitely gone down, but that's not, I don't like look at the views and I'm like, oh, that's dang, that's so. No, like if I don't care about the views as long as the game makes me happy, right? Like if the game is fun and the views drop, I really don't care. But it's sort of like that the game is not good, and I think the video quality in my channel reflects that. Like I think the quality of my videos have gotten worse. It's sort of like before, instead of my videos being, I want to just keep doing takes, keep retrying until I get the perfect game, the perfect video. Now it's sort of like, whatever. I just got to get this one video out in the day, and then we're good. Like it's a task. Do you see like the flaw in that? I guess, and this sort of takes me to my point where this is not this is not an easy job, and I'm not saying, oh, I signed up for an easy job. This is not what I signed up for. It's saying that at face value, making content seems easy, right? That's what I thought as a kid. For so many years, I first had the dream of making content when I was in, I think it was in 7th grade when I first saw Ninja. And Ninja, if you guys don't know, he was the like top Fortnite streamer. He was probably making 6 or 7 figures, and he was just playing video games all day, being funny, being himself, and you're just making more than like a doctor, like more than a lot of CEOs. And it's just like, wow, like imagine that life. You just get to play games all day, have fun, and make a ton of money. That's sort of like, I feel like the like general perspective on content creators. But in reality, the job isn't so easy. Right, let's get the Valkyrie here for that clan. And it really isn't as easy as people think, because I feel like it's inevitable in every content creator's journey that they just become burned out, right? They don't have that same passion for the game, but it's not necessarily because of the game. It's not because of, oh, they've just lost interest, they don't like the game anymore. It's the fact that as a content creator, I feel like number one, it's sort of psychological as well, because I'm sure in school, like you might be interested in a subject, but when you're basically forced, it sort of takes away, you're forced to do an assignment for that subject. It sort of takes away that internal, I forgot the term exactly, but in psychology, when you have internal motivation for something, then your drive to do that is much higher than if you have like external motivation. So for example, if someone's forcing you to do something, then you'll have far less motivation than if you actually want to do it within. So I feel like partially it's like that, because in content, after a certain point, you kind of feel forced to do it. Like I can't just like stop making videos, right? It's like, it's sort of, I don't want to say forced, but like it kind of is like that. Like you sort of feel like very pressured, forced, because unlike other players, let's say I just don't like a season of a game, right? Like I'm sure a lot of you guys have done. I've noticed this so much in the Merge Tactics community. So many top players from last season, they don't like the season. They just take a break. They just quit. I can't do that, right? Because I'm a content creator. This is how I get my bills paid. I mean, I'm a full-time student as well. I'm not like dependent on this, but it does help. It does help. Let's get that archer here, and I guess we just have to sack one more round, and we can just go for the clan and the goblins, but I don't have that same option. So it's not like I could just sit out a season, recover, and then just jump into the next season with full enthusiasm. I have to keep playing through, even if it's not something I particularly enjoy, I guess. And the point of this video is not to make it seem like, oh, I don't like what I'm doing anymore. That's not the reason at all. It's inevitable for every content creator that you see online. Every single one, I can almost guarantee you, at some point in their career, they've had down days, right? And like me and everyone else in the content creator space, just in life in general, everyone's gonna have down days, right? Especially with people like Speed or like Kai, Sana, like the top content creators. Do you think they enjoy what they do every day? No, right? At this point, it's a job for them. They have to put on that sort of act of being all enthusiastic, when I'm sure a lot of days they just don't want to even get out of bed. But they have to do that every day. And it's sort of like just with everyone, I guess, with their normal jobs, life, everyone just has some down days. And you just got to get through it. Like, not everyone likes their job. I'm assuming the majority of people don't like working their job, right? Let's buy the knight here. Merge that, merge those two, and I probably will. I think I could get a good cycle here. Let's do that really quickly. Barb here, Muskie, and then I guess we'll just chill. But everyone has down days, of course, and look, the game as well, it's not always gonna have a perfect update, right? The game is not perfect, the dev team is not perfect, they're not always gonna satisfy every single person. Like, I think the majority from what I've seen just doesn't like the season, but does that mean everyone dislikes the season? No, I can guarantee you there's a lot of people that like playing Loong that want to play a lot more simple, but they can't satisfy everyone, with a certain season or an update. So there's always going to be days or times within a game or a job, whatever you do, that is going to feel a bit more down. So let's get the dart here, which I just need to cycle a bit here to stay alive. So let's try to go for like 2 juggernauts, I would say. Skeleton King we could put in. And I probably will just leave in the Skeleton King. We could probably just do something like this. Hopefully this kind of keeps us alive. We need to have only 3 of his guys alive in order to stay alive. So I think, yeah, we'll definitely do that. But it's sort of like, I did talk to someone about this, and they brought up a really good analogy example. And first, I do want to get a decent comp on the field, though, so we don't lose. So let's put this dude in. And I just need the princess now. So for our last ranger, so we do get the princess. It's honestly really good. Let's do something like this. Try to upgrade that princess a bit more, just so we stay even more alive. Honestly, I might be able to like 3-star it because nobody really goes for the princess or the skeleton dragons. So maybe that's something that we could do. Unfortunately not. Let's just front lane our skeleton king like this, and hopefully we do stay alive. Sorry, I kind of lost my track of thought there. But what was 2-star? Nothing I had was oh, this guy's 2-star. So let's go for that princess here. And oh yeah, so this is sort of like what I've experienced in the past. And this is kind of a tangent, but like for my whole life, I've been overweight. I'm 19 years old. For 13 years of my life, I was very overweight. Like, I think I remember I was like 190 as a 13-year-old, and I think I was like 5'7" as a 13. So that's pretty bad. Let's put in this dude here, and then we could go. I guess we could just go for Juggernaut and Rangers like that. 3-star that as well. That's very nice. But I was overweight as well. And look, it's not fun being overweight. I'm sure a lot of you guys can sort of agree with that. But there comes a time when you want to lose weight because basically the reason you do it is for future you, right? You want future you to be happier, to have a better time. And so you start dieting. And, when you diet, you're going to have a lot of days where you want to eat, right? You see a really good burger or a really good pizza, cake, whatever. You crave food and you want to eat to satisfy yourself in the present moment. But what stops you is that in the future, you're not going to forgive yourself, right? You're going to be worse off in the future. And so you kind of need to, I guess, sacrifice in the moment so that for your future, basically. And that's sort of what I've kind of been thinking about lately. Like, yeah, I don't want to make a video right now, but are there going to be better days in the future? Will life get better? Absolutely, right? This is honestly, right now I'm at rock bottom in terms of content. But does that mean it's always going to be like that? No, like the game will have updates, the game will get better, at least in my perception of it. And look, this might be the lowest day for me, but is it always going to be like that? No. And so some days you just need to suck it up and just do your job, right? You just got to do what you got to do so that your future you can be happy and that so you can get closer to your goals. So that's basically what I've been personally experiencing lately. Let's upgrade the archer. We get a round 1 merge. But I don't know, maybe you could hear it in my voice. It just sounds a bit forced. And I don't want to be dishonest with you guys. I like to keep transparency with all of my viewers and what I'm doing, and that's why I'm making this video. I'm not trying to, I don't know, be a down or anything like that and just be like, oh, I don't like what I do, like this. I don't want to make this video. I love talking with you guys. I love making videos. It's just the game right now has just not been in a good spot, in my opinion, and I know a lot of other people are feeling the same way. So I'm sure you guys hopefully can understand like that. That's sort of what I've been up to, what I've been feeling, especially since that, daily upload was missed yesterday. I kind of thought I owed you guys an explanation because that's sort of what I want to achieve. But my goal with this video is sort of to remind you guys that like I'm a person, I go through the same stuff. On the outside, look, I make these enthusiastic intros. Like I react a lot when I get a merge or whatever, like when stuff in the game happens, but it's not always like that, right? Everyone deals with problems they have like on the inside. You look at everybody, all your favorite content creators, whatever, and they're all dealing with stuff like that on the inside. Like Speed looks all enthusiastic. I can guarantee you, a lot of days he doesn't want to clock in or do what he has to do, right? So let's put the queen in here for now, and that's just sort of what I kind of want to remind you guys of, right? That's what I've been going through. And I don't know, I kind of just like making this style of video as well, because I feel like just take advantage of the platform that I'm very blessed to have to occasionally put out helpful messages out there, because I mean, I personally like commentary the most, and the game is just how I chose to market myself in the the videos I make. So yeah, I guess we can maybe go for, we have the queen, so honestly I might just end this off with some clan's just very good as well, so we can try going for that Valk, perfect. Yeah, but I really just hope they cook with this next video, I guess, or this next update. Because that would be awesome. We actually do 2-star that. That'd be awesome if they could cook with this update, because there will be better days. You know, in merch tactics, of course, in general, there's gonna be better days. You just have to wait, power through, keep a positive mindset, and they'll come. So hopefully we actually kill the musketeer here, and we do get a heal. Yeah, okay. Thank God we survive at 1 HP. So I guess we'll buy the witch here. And I could sell the king or this giant skeleton. Kind of just want to upgrade that witch. We need more higher level cards if we can. But yeah, like, sorry if that's like, sorry if that seems kind of like really down. That's not like, that's not what I'm intending to do. But I guess it's sort of inevitable that it has that sort of like mood, I guess. Yeah, that's not my ultimate goal, to make this like a sad video. It's just full transparency. That's what I'm trying to aim for. So, I mean, yeah, that's just what I'm trying to do. And our opponent's also running clan. Dude, he's being annoying, man. Like, I clearly have the max level cards. We gotta take care of this dude so that we can pick up his cards. And, I mean, surely a 3-star queen beats a 3-star Mega Knight, yeah? And we also have that 2-star witch as well. So hopefully we actually do win here. The witch should not die, please. And yeah, we're gonna eliminate, we're gonna take this guy out in this current round, but we're not gonna eliminate him, so that's gonna be really good. Also, the season is ending soon. I'm just praying for an update, because, I mean, I don't know. Like, quite frankly, I don't know how much. No, I'm always gonna make videos. I don't care if the game is dying, or whether there's some days I don't enjoy. I don't want to record. I'm always gonna make videos. I'll never quit merge tactics as long as the game is not killed. The only way I stop making videos is when the dev team decides to kill the game. As long as the game is alive, I'm always going to make videos, but I'm just saying that it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. I'm always going to, have like a quote-unquote job. It's not like it's like a part-time job, I'll say, because I'm a full-time student. A quote-unquote passion and part-time job that I treat equally. Even that in itself is a blessing. It's not always going to be days like that. It's inevitable for content. If you make content for a long time, it's inevitable to go through that, I feel like. But I really just hope that the next update they can not only save, like, help me, but also there's just so many other people that I've seen slowly quit the game for, honestly, I mean, good reason. Like, from the last season, if you look at the top of the leaderboard, I can barely recognize the majority of names, because all the top players just quit, like fully quit. And it's, in my opinion, it's for a understandable reason. I don't necessarily want to say good, understandable reason. The season right now failed to deliver from, I guess, our expectations, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it failed for everyone's. Though I will say for the vast majority, it kind of did fail for their terms, because I feel like the views on my channel are an accurate representation of like the general sentiment towards the game, and it's obviously not been like very good. But look, like, are all updates gonna be perfect? No, like, I'm not expecting every single update to be like loved 100%. My only request is that maybe they take a look and are like, okay, maybe we could like, maybe this is like a problem or something. Maybe we want to change this, look at it from a different perspective. Um, I don't really want to say right or wrong because like certain updates are better for certain demographic, certain groups, and certain, than others, right? So I know that they're trying to appeal to a different group of like more casual players, whatever. I just hope they come up with a good update. But I mean, that's how I've been feeling. I don't want to make this like a depressing video. Like, I love what I do for many months, just saying in the 4 months, this is the first time I've had that sort of major hiccup, which I'm blessed to say. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing, and I hope you guys have a blessed week.